Hello Army. Welcome back to Jikook Lover. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss the biggest BTS updates, exclusive stories, and viral moments from around the world. What if everything you thought you knew about Jimin's journey to becoming a global superstar was only part of the story? How could someone who trained for only 6 months before debut go on to become one of the most respected performers in the music industry? Why are fans everywhere suddenly talking about his trainee days again? And what details from his early journey continue to inspire millions of people around the world? In today's video, we're taking a closer look at Jimin's remarkable path before his debut with BTS, the incredible dedication that shaped his career, and why his story continues to resonate with fans years later. As we uncover more about his early days, you'll see why so many people consider his rise one of the most extraordinary success stories in K-pop history. There are moments that many fans may have forgotten, and others that might completely change the way you see his journey. So stay with us until the very end, because the most fascinating part of this story is still ahead. Every chapter of Jimin's journey reveals another reason why his determination and passion continue to inspire people across the globe. But here's the question that has fans debating even today. Was 6 months of training really enough to create a world-class performer? Or was Jimin's unwavering determination the true secret behind his unforgettable debut? Share your thoughts in the comments, because this discussion is far from over. As Jimin's story spread across social media once again, fans from every corner of the world found themselves asking the same question. How could someone with such a short training period become one of the greatest performers of his generation? For many people discovering BTS today, the idea almost sounds impossible. In an industry known for years of intense preparation, Jimin's journey has continued to stand out as one of the most remarkable stories behind the group's success. Before joining Big Hit Entertainment, Jimin had already developed a strong foundation in dance. He studied contemporary dance and was known among teachers and classmates for his discipline, precision, and willingness to practice longer than anyone else. Those years did not make him an idol overnight, but they built something even more important: a mindset that refused to accept anything less than constant improvement. When he entered the company as a trainee, everything changed. Contemporary dance had prepared him artistically, but becoming an idol required an entirely different set of skills. Singing while dancing, adapting to new choreography, improving facial expressions, recording music, building stamina, and performing under pressure became part of his everyday routine. The challenge was enormous. Many trainees had already spent years inside the company learning these skills. Jimin, however, had much less time before BTS was scheduled to debut. That meant every single day mattered. Every rehearsal became an opportunity to close the gap between himself and everyone else. Members have spoken over the years about how seriously Jimin approached practice. He became known for staying in the practice room long after official schedules had ended. Instead of seeing his shorter training period as a disadvantage, he treated it as motivation to work even harder. Fans often point to this period as the foundation of the performer they know today. Whenever audiences praise his stage presence, expressive dancing, or emotional performances, many believe those qualities were strengthened during those demanding months before debut. For Jimin, debut was not the finish line. It was only the beginning. The years that followed demanded even more growth. Every comeback introduced new concepts, different choreography, and increasingly complex performances. Fans began noticing that Jimin constantly challenged himself to improve rather than relying on what he already knew. Whether performing powerful hip-hop routines, elegant contemporary-inspired choreography, or emotionally charged ballads, he developed a reputation for telling stories through movement. That ability became one of the defining characteristics of his performances. Another reason Jimin's journey continues to resonate with fans is because it reminds people that talent alone is rarely enough. Behind every polished performance are countless hours of practice, repeated mistakes, self-reflection, and determination that audiences never see. Many younger fans who dream of becoming performers often describe Jimin's story as deeply encouraging. His journey demonstrates that progress is built through consistent effort rather than instant success. As BTS expanded internationally, the world began recognizing not only the group's music, but also each member's unique strengths. Jimin's performances frequently attracted praise from fans, critics, and professionals for their emotional intensity and attention to detail. Over time, he also became known for connecting with audiences in a deeply personal way. Whether speaking during concerts or interacting with fans through official content, many people appreciated his sincerity and humility, despite the group's extraordinary success. Those qualities strengthened the emotional bond between Jimin and ARMY. For countless fans, his story became about more than music. It became a reminder that perseverance can overcome difficult circumstances. Years after debut, discussions about Jimin's trainee period continue to appear whenever new fans discover BTS. They are often surprised to learn that his official trainee period was relatively short compared with many idols, leading them to ask how such rapid growth was possible. The answer, however, cannot be reduced to a single number of months. His previous dance education, relentless work ethic, supportive teammates, experienced instructors, and continuous commitment to learning all contributed to his development. Success came from many factors working together, not from one simple explanation. That complexity is exactly what keeps his story inspiring. Every milestone, from early performances to global tours, award ceremonies, and solo achievements, reflects years of continuous dedication after debut as much as the work done before it. Perhaps that is why conversations about his trainee period continue to resurface. They are not simply about counting months. They are about understanding what those months represented: determination, resilience, discipline, and the courage to believe in a dream despite overwhelming challenges. The more fans looked into Jimin's early years, the more they realized that the number 6 months tells only a small part of the story. Even Apple Music's artist biography notes that Jimin spent only 6 months as a trainee before debuting with BTS, the shortest trainee period among the members, but it also emphasizes that he already had a strong background in contemporary dance, and that it took years of dedication for him to fully develop as a vocalist. That realization changes everything. Success was never simply about how long Jimin trained inside the company. It was about everything he had done before walking through those doors, and everything he continued doing long after his debut. His classmates had already recognized his exceptional dance ability, but entering the K-pop industry meant starting from the beginning once again. Suddenly, he wasn't just expected to dance. He had to sing confidently, perform live, master difficult choreography, communicate with cameras, and work as part of a team that would soon face the biggest stage in the world. Imagine the pressure. Every rehearsal became a race against time. Every vocal lesson represented another opportunity to improve. Every mistake became another lesson rather than a reason to give up. Former stories shared by BTS members over the years have painted a picture of Jimin as someone who constantly pushed himself. Practice did not end when everyone else left the studio. He often stayed behind, repeating choreography, refining movements, and working tirelessly to become a more complete performer. Perhaps that is why fans still find his story so inspiring today. People often assume that extraordinary performers are simply born with extraordinary talent. Jimin's journey suggests something different. Natural ability may open the first door, but relentless effort is what keeps that door open. As BTS prepared for debut, none of the members could have predicted what the future would hold. They were entering one of the most competitive entertainment industries in the world. Countless groups debuted every year, each hoping to make an impact. The odds were overwhelming. Yet those difficult circumstances also created a powerful bond among the members. They learned together, struggled together, celebrated together, and gradually transformed from trainees chasing a dream into artists capable of captivating millions. For Jimin, every comeback became another opportunity to grow. His performances became more expressive, his vocals more confident, and his stage presence increasingly magnetic. Fans noticed that he never seemed satisfied with simply repeating what he had done before. Instead, he continued challenging himself with every new album and every concert. Years later, that commitment remains one of the defining qualities of his career. Whether performing emotionally charged ballads or high-energy dance tracks, Jimin consistently demonstrates remarkable attention to detail. Every movement appears intentional. Every facial expression contributes to the story being told through the music. That artistic approach has earned admiration not only from fans, but also from many dancers, choreographers, and music professionals around the world. His solo career further highlighted this evolution. Projects such as Face and Muse showcased an artist willing to explore new emotions, new sounds, and new ways of expressing himself. Rather than relying solely on the image fans already loved, Jimin continued searching for personal growth as both a vocalist and songwriter. For many ARMY, this ongoing development is what makes his journey so compelling. The story did not end when BTS debuted. It did not end when BTS reached the Billboard charts. It did not end after sold-out stadium tours. Instead, each milestone became another chapter in a much longer journey of continuous improvement. Looking back today, the phrase "only 6 months" sounds almost unbelievable. Yet perhaps that phrase has become so memorable precisely because it reminds people that numbers never tell the whole story. 6 months inside the company, many years of dance training before that, more than a decade of continuous growth after debut. When all those pieces are viewed together, Jimin's success becomes easier to understand. Not because it was easy, but because it was built through extraordinary dedication over many years. That may be the biggest lesson hidden behind his story. Sometimes people focus on the timeline, while overlooking the countless hours of unseen effort. Audiences witness the final performance, but they rarely see the sacrifices, uncertainty, exhaustion, and determination required to reach that moment. Perhaps that is why Jimin's journey continues to inspire new generations of fans. It reminds people that progress is rarely instant. Dreams require patience. Improvement requires consistency. And true excellence is built one practice session at a time. As more listeners discover his music through streaming platforms and revisit the stories behind his career, conversations about his trainee period continue to reappear. But maybe the real question isn't how someone debuted after 6 months.